Hi, my name's Karae. I'm your friendly neighborhood career educator. I want to talk to you today about behavioral interviews. It's the kind that most employers like to use, and you're probably wondering why. Behavioral interviews are based on the theory that whatever your behavior was in the past, you will repeat it in the future. So the way that you solved a problem in the past is the way you'll likely solve it in the future. The way that you behaved with a team player is probably the way that you'll solve or behave with a team player in the future. So employers are asking for you to tell them a story about a behavior. And the easiest way is to use your STAR formula. STAR stands for situation, task, action, result. And sometimes we add reflect. So you can help to craft a story that makes sense. You don't forget the important parts. And for those of us who talk a lot, it helps us stay contained. So think about the situation that you were in, what your job was, what your task was, the actions you took to resolve that situation, and then what the results were once you solved the problem. And then it's nice if you can reflect and say, well, I won't let that problem happen again because I learned my lesson. Along those lines, something kind of similar. I know when I first started trying to wrap my head around STAR interview answers, it was hard. And so instead, I used PAR or CAR. So problem, action, result, or challenge, action, result. You can say, I face this kind of a problem. These are the actions I took. And the result was, it turned out great, because it always does in an interview. You can do the same thing for challenge, action, and result. PAR or CAR or STAR all work great. What employers are looking for is how you solved problems. Because an employer's worst nightmare is when there's a problem that nobody deals with it. They just walk away and forget about things. Then nothing can be fixed, and usually the issue just grows bigger. So employers are looking for you to solve problems. Second part is you might want to think about what your stories are going to be in that STAR, PAR, or CAR format ahead of time. If you can have those in your head ready to go so you feel comfortable, it allows you to have a little room for thinking. So when the employer says, tell me about a time when you blah, 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 you can stop for a second before you answer and say, what is it that the employer is looking for? Oh, they're looking for my problem-solving skills. I can use this story. And then off you go. It will allow you to stay calm. And for those of us who talk fast when we get excited, it usually is a really great tool for keeping things measured, not going 100 miles an hour. So I really encourage you to practice your STAR stories to as many questions as possible. There's lots of information about interviewing on the UVic website, and you're welcome to practice with us in the libraries Monday, Wednesday, Friday afternoons. We have a drop-in session. You can also go on the LIM portal and book an appointment with career services, and then you just look for the person who's attached to your faculty. Thanks for hanging out with me today, learning about behavioral interviews. Take care.